I've been here in this neighborhood for 72 years. Raised up here, I'm still here. In 1966, I left here and went in the military. In 67, I was in the jungles of Vietnam in the infantry. In 68, Dr. King was assassinated. Cities like Hartford caught fire. Literally caught fire. I came home 3 weeks after Dr. King was assassinated. When I came home, I didn't recognize my city.
Most of the folks like me, they're gone. Okay, I'm still here. Steve is still here. We stayed here because we know this place could be better, but the younger people coming, they never seen that. They couldn't even dream because there was nothing here to make them dream. But now they have an opportunity to see what's happening.
When you think about what can actually happen in a library as a learning space, as well as a cultural space, it brings together the community in a way really no other entity can. And what we've heard from the community as we go out and ask them, what do you want your library to be? And inevitably we hear, well, all the stuff that you offer downtown is great, but we can't get there. We just don't have the opportunity. We don't have transportation. I have kids, so I need to be able to bring them with me. As we start to expand our branch locations, is to really have them be full-service neighborhood destinations that offer the wide range of services that are available. So it could be pre-GED or GED. It can be things to introduce people to new ideas or to new concepts. So we're looking to partner with the business community as well as with the community colleges and other universities to kind of create on-ramps. I really envision this as a space where people can have those experiences, they can try things out and see what works for them, being able to be a convener. This project brings together two innovative services and organizations, the Hartford Public Library and Community Solutions Swift Factory. It is a model program. I'm not aware of any other program in the state or the country that joins together services in such a way. The library is embedding itself in an economic incubator in a way that will support their services, but also enable the library to expand ours.
This neighborhood's been disinvested for 50 years. And to have a $35 million investment come into this neighborhood, this opportunity at ground zero, where these people live and inspires a lot of hope, it does represent change.
Just over 10 years ago, I was contacted by Helen Nixon and some other leaders in the neighborhood revitalization zone who were feeling pretty desperate because the factory had been closed for many years and word was on the street that the owners had a demolition permit and they were getting ready to demolish the factory. And Mrs. Nixon and others were saying, this is the last straw, this is an important asset for our community. We have a vision of bringing jobs back here. Will you work with us? We signed on to partner with them and to make this happen, whatever it took.
What we're doing is providing examples of successful businesses who, in my words, I say, hey, they're hustling forward. Because we know what 30 years of hustling backwards looks like out here. I've lived here, I've struggled through these same conditions, low employment, no employment.
We do a lot to help workforce development, to help workforce readiness, to help people search for jobs. We also offer small business support and entrepreneurial support.
This is going to be transformed into an entrepreneurial center. It's amazing. And the partnership with the Hartford Library is key to that.
Now to have a large entity like the Hartford Library right here, a place where there's gonna be youth gathering, my kids, my grandkids, and my friends' kids and grandkids, got a positive place to grow and learn and to gain an obsession like I did. And not just culinary arts and science or anything. What we going on right here through the Swift Factory and the public library, it's breathtaking.
Often with my children's librarian or youth services librarian, we're fighting for space to do programming. And it's not only with the staff, but the actual customers being in here. To have the physical space is very important.
The community now gets a space for programs and a children's room that's really a children's room and teen space and performance space and learning space.
So it's giving them hope now. You're seeing new stuff coming. So they're gonna wanna stay here and they're gonna wanna aspire and to go higher and higher. And the library is gonna help them with that.
We need a library for these kids because idleness is not good. Walking the street is not good, but they know after school they can come in here. And they can go over there, we'll be at the big place. And we always have something constructive for them to do. He ain't looking for love. because a lot of them don't get it at home.
Something that I learned from library, that I become more a person that like to work more in groups, and I feel more comfortable to be who I am.
They helped me to apply to colleges, to 5-star other scholarships, writing other essays. They had so many things I could not handle by myself. I got into UConn, teaching my life.
The library is like a melting pot of diversity of people. It's a mainstream to a lot of different roads. So sometimes they had dancing, Latin dancings, ballet, jazz, everything, anything that inspires the mind, motivates you, to encourage you, to make you a better person.
To have a library that is worthy of the kids growing up here, that offers a space that is noble, that is inspiring, where you want to go, that can make such a difference for so many kids and so many families here. And part of our mission as a city is to lift up all of our neighborhoods, including right here in the Northeast, where we have so much work to do, but where I think this library project represents a really important step forward.
These folks that took this SWIFT project and turning it into what it is, and I don't know if they realize what that means to us, those of us that live here in this neighborhood. It kind of gives us back our dignity, that somebody will take a chance on us again. It just feels good that folks took a rundown property and turned it into hope for a whole doggone neighborhood, the 06120.